we need for working in learning communities. First, we have to establish some norms. We're going to do that today. Then we have protocols that you'll need to follow. Specifically, we're going to select one protocol that you'll be using as you do your book study, which will be our next learning community. And then student work, that comes down the road once you get used to each other and you're willing to let other people see your student work and talk about it. Okay, why group norms?
Stay on task, listening. We want to do it. Be on time. Alright, Brian, so far we have stay on task, active listening, be on time, and be prepared for the meeting. Like if it's a book study meeting, have read the book, know what's going on.
And establish roles, like, you know, if we get off subject, maybe somebody brings back.
Who's the enforcer?
Who's the enforcer? Where's that keep coming from?
Like, you know, we do our team meetings here. Like
where
certain people have certain roles within the group itself.
Okay, so established roles.
Yeah, I think. Do feedback after the fact, and that's something I think we need to do, is go back and come back together with feedback.
Okay.
So we might add a norm for reflection.
Reflection.
Oh, I like reflection.
Because I get a lot out of that.
We'll
Thought about it,
talk
some of the
about
norms.
We're going to have a set agenda ahead of time. We're going to be prepared for the meeting. Reflection and feedback time. We're going to start on time and end on time. And you get ready to actually start doing some in-depth work. Then we need to know how we're going to do that. So that's what we're going to do next, is talk about protocols. First thing we're going to look at is what are protocols. And those are just going to be our guidelines for how you're going to. If you don't have guidelines for your collaborative work, then you're definitely not going to get as much from that work. Just like you were talking about needing an agenda for the meeting. Well, if you didn't have an agenda, you didn't know what was going to go on, you didn't know where we were going, how are you going to know when we get there? So that's a second thing. And the third one, it often allows group to build trust, because you're going to be doing a lot of work together. And that's one thing that we need to do in these groups, is build trust. The trust that people in your group are not going to say, when you give an idea, oh, that's stupid. You know, I don't even allow that word in my classroom. You want it to be a safe environment. And you want to come to the point where you know that you can trust each other.
If there are 7 or 8 of us and we're all taking turns, if one person said something that triggered an idea or that I needed to comment, could we take notes in that so that when it did come to my turn I could respond to that comment? Because if it's a large group, it may be 5 or 6 people, and I don't want to forget what I wanted to respond to that first person. If we had that. And so we wanted to clarify by saying that we'd like to take notes and make the group small enough where we didn't forget what we wanted to say by the time it got done.
We also chose version 2 because we felt version 1 was a little bit more threatening. That there was the memorization part of it maybe a little threatening. And version 3 seemed to be more chaotic. Like there was just a lot of, you know.
Okay, it looks like it's unanimous. Roles that I think would make our group more effective. If you guys don't want these, we can change them. The people that we're going to pick for these roles today, Brian, are only going to be for the next meeting. And then we'll rotate those again in our next meeting. So do we want to vote on who do we want to be a facilitator, or do we want to nominate someone?